YouTube, Horoscope 101. Are all of you guys ready to hear my dirtiest little secret? The guiltiest guilty pleasure of all? Are you absolutely sure? First of all, I want to explain that I tried recording this video from my iPad. For some reason, the webcam on my laptop makes like sidebars on the side for some reason. It doesn't bother me too bad, but I think that the color and everything just looks better on my iPad. But it decided to, because I didn't do it the exact right way on my iPad, however I had it switched, it uploaded my video upside down. And I've had this issue before, and I refuse to go through all of the stuff that I have to do to get it to be right. So I'm going to re-record it, and this is probably going to be much more, I don't know, it's going to be much better anyway. So this is take two, but not of any fault of my own. Okay, so my guilty pleasure. This is a film that I am pretty ashamed that I love, and I mean, it's not that I love it. I mean, I will watch it if it's on because it gives me a giggle, so I just have to watch it. Maybe because of how bad it is. I mean, aren't all kind of guilty pleasures in a way because we know deep down that they're really bad, but yet we really want to see them anyway. For me, I just love how corny it is, and I think deep down I even love how much actually people hate it. And that is a little Halloween tale called Halloween Resurrection. Yes, I like watching Halloween Resurrection. I know that all the fans hate it. Probably it might not even be in your collection of Halloween movies because maybe you want to act like it just did not happen. Well, I'll tell you a little secret. The maybe it was because it was kind of like American Pie meets Halloween because it revolves around this, like, I mean, half of the movie is like taking place at this college like party, and the other is that it's like they're turning the old like Michael Myers house into like this like internet competition to where these teenage slash college aged kids are supposed to come in there and like survive it, and it's just supposed to be whatever. But I'll start at the beginning. The beginning of this film actually has Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, which, I mean, you see that and you're like, oh, this could actually be, well, what's going to happen with this? Because any of them that she's in, I mean, I love anything that she does. So you start watching it and you're like, okay, this is going to be good. She's in it. She's in a mental institution. What's going on? And the whole point of this, spoiler alert, is basically so they can kill her. And I just think that for the fans, it's like, really? Like, this is how you start the movie out, which I don't think that the start of the movie has absolutely anything to do with the rest of the film. That's totally disjointed. I don't know what the point of it was. And I treat it like her death and all of that, how I personally treat the movie Alien 3. I love Alien and I love Aliens. And when you see the beginning of Alien 3 and realize that there are people that have died that were integral characters in Aliens, I just refuse to admit that that happened. I don't like Alien 3. I act like it never happened, and I just keep going, and I can even deal with the other films. I just do not like. I don't like Alien 3 because of how they started and what they did. So you can honestly treat Halloween Resurrection, the beginning of that, like the same thing. Just act like it's a bad dream or something. So then after, this whole thing with Michael Myers coming after Laurie and she dies and all of that, then it goes to this like teenage kind of like, MTV generation Halloween story. And it's totally horrible, but yet I will sit and watch it. Why? Because it is so bad, I guess. I mean, you have Tyra Banks, they have her in it, which she's a model. You have Busta Rhymes, who's a rapper. I mean, that is just like a recipe for disaster. Like, really? But yet, like I said, if it's on, I'll watch it. So I know that this is kind of a shameful thing to admit. I don't think I even own it anymore. I might have even like donated it. It's just something that, like I said, if it comes on, I'll see it. But I know that most of the fans hate it. I mean, it doesn't really have any point. And like I said, you can just act like the beginning never happened. So I had to admit that this was my guilty pleasure. And when I heard that this was going to be the theme for this week, I instantly knew which one I was going to pick because it's definitely shameful. And I'm not ashamed of anything that I like, except maybe this one, because I'll watch it. Whatever. Like I said, I don't even own the thing. But next week, I'll give you a little preview since the video will be tomorrow. We're going to be doing, I think, like crazy animals slash like possessed animals. And I already know what I'm doing. It took me a second to kind of figure it out. And then as soon as I knew it because there's one in particular film that I absolutely love. And I can't wait to review it because of just so many fun, hilarious, kind of great parts in it that I just can't wait to talk about. So you guys have a fantastic Sunday. enjoy everyone this week. I will see you next Sunday. I'm going to be out of town, so if I cannot absolutely review it next Sunday, I'll try to post it by Monday night. Regardless, you will get my opinion on crazy animals next